Okay, as promised, the Southeast Produce Council is celebrating its 20th anniversary as a premier produce resource, promoting consumption of fresh fruits and vegetables. The organization is in Nashville this week for the Southern Innovations Expo, and taking a little bit of time away from the event to join us right here in studio is Faye Westfall, current Southeast Produce Council Chairwoman. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's start with an overview of SEPC and your mission.
Thanks for having us, number one. I think mission is ongoing. Our mission to support the produce world, the industry, from a grower shipper side to the retail food service people, just continuing that and to get better and better every year at it.
You know, you have had quite a climb. You've been with the Southeast Produce Council for quite some time, and you've worked your way up to chairwoman. Talk a little bit about your journey and some of the milestones along the way.
It's been good. It's been fun. It's been exciting. I've been on the board for 8 years, but I work for a company that we're, excuse me, we're all over the United States, so I do a lot of traveling and stuff, so I'm really thankful that my company allows me to spend the time I do with Southeast Produce Council, but they know that it's a passion of mine, so it's not an issue. It's really been fun moving up through the ranks to finally get to be chairwoman, and now I don't want to give it up.
Well, I don't think anybody wants you to give it up based on the response we've had so far. Everybody speaks so highly of you.
Thank you.
You're here in town for the Southern Innovations Expo.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, that is something we came up with, you know, a couple of years ago, whatever. It's so neat because we're really trying to showcase food service products that each of us carry in our facilities and our companies, and the organics, which is, you know, the buzzword now. So we get to show our wares and say, hey, look, you know, look what we have.
So talk a little bit more about the Southeast Produce Council. What is the overall mission? What do you want consumers to know about the produce that comes from the southeastern part of this great nation? Well,
that's the biggest part of it is that's the liaison that we try to put together. There's a grower shipper side, which I basically come from, along with the retailer and food service people, so that they gel and know what the other person is doing. And you can go through all our booths and talk to each one of the people that have a booth that are the vendors, and they can share their knowledge of what they do, and otherwise you wouldn't know what they have if you didn't come and talk to them in the booth, so that helps.
Talk a little bit about your background. Do you have an ag background?
Been in it forever, yes. I don't want to tell you how many years, okay? Been in it forever. I was even in the trucking business to begin with, yeah. But my thing with Southeast Produce Council is we have a leadership program called STEP-UPP, which is Southeast Produce Training Education for up-and-coming produce professionals. And this is my 8th year of leading that STEP-UPP program, and it's my passion. I just absolutely love it. Now that, they will have to pull my fingers off when that time comes.
To pry them off, it sounds
pry me away from that one.
It sounds like you've had a real opportunity to kind of see all sides of the industry as well. Does that help your job as chairwoman?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think being involved in Southeast helps that as well, because you're talking to you're talking to competitors, you're learning from them, they learn from you. So we're like a big family. So when we get together for this, it's a big deal for us to all get together. It's like we have a family reunion. We share our secrets. We really do. It's neat.
You know what? I love that. Okay, well, we have a big tour coming up. I get to show you the entire RFD-TV facility. And, you know, we will be speaking with a few more of your representatives as well as we continue on. We're so happy to have you here. Southeast Produce Council Chairwoman Faye Westfall, thank you for joining us.